Howdy, howdy, folks. A-Train here with you for another episode of PlanetCrafter. Now available on Steam from Miju Games. Make sure to get the Humble and Toxicity DLCs. We're playing with the whole kit and caboodle. We started on Toxicity. We've now moved over to Prime. We're moving around. Moving on up, moving on up. Hope you're having a great Manic Monday. It's in our rearview mirror now. We're cruising in for a Taco Tuesday, then a Hump Day Wednesday, and then on towards the weekend. So, hope you're having a great day. Hope you'll hit that like button. Smash that sucker. Just don't break your device or machine. Kids like to say smash that like button. Like, share, and subscribe. Turn on that bell icon so you know when we go live or upload a video. Follow us on Discord. Become part of the A-Team. Talk about PlanetCrafter and other games. Share pictures of your base, your dog, your car, whatever. Use our audio channels to do your multiplayer stuff. It's free. It's cool. We appreciate you being here. Also follow us on X/Twitter, and if you want to make a donation to help support the channel, you can do that via PayPal. Links to all three in the description below. All right, so had pool yesterday, as I told you guys. Yep, I play in a pool league. I'm the captain of the A-Team. Imagine that. And so I did a whole bunch of logistics stuffs yesterday. Again, to just try and move things along and not waste a whole lot of time. I'm gonna have to go back and retake this picture because I put this, I took a picture to use as the cover for today's episode, and not realizing I had already set up a picture for yesterday's episode. So let's take a look at what we've done to the base here, because I've done a little bit to the base here. All right, so this part you're familiar with, the main corridor, all right, and the transporter room and some foodstuffs here. And so we got two full large living modules. Why is the game being a little bit slow? What are we doing here? What are we doing? What are we doing? Being a little hinky here. Just looking for, let's see if we're getting some dropouts or something. Hopefully not. We're getting 50. Oh, we're going between 5,100 and almost 7,000 kbps. In fact, there's 7,300 kbps. So, all right. Anyway, so we've got a whole. Oh, there's a drone that passed through us. That was just a little weird feeling, like poop through a goose. We got us an auto crafter here. So this is our prime. Jeez, let me get. Can I get out of you guys' way? That's just weird. Don't be doing that. Then our production area here. And this is all of our building type materials. All of our bio stuff's on the floor above. We'll go up there in a second. Made a little change or two to command here. Add a little suit holder thingy here. We're kicking butt. We're almost to fishy fishes. We have a breathable atmosphere now. Numbers are moving up nicely, which is cool. So that's looking good. These numbers are looking good. We're working on improving animals, plants, and insects. Power. We got lots of power, 24K. Let's see here. We put some more rockets in space. Got 2 seed spreaders, 2 plant rockets. Probably need to do another asteroid attraction and magnetic. Another insect spreader would be good. And then we got an animal spreader too. Plus the GPS stuff, which magically transferred over from Toxicity. Now, then there's the system deal. All right, we're at 1.34 SPSTI, whatever that is. All right, we're trying to get to planetary delivery. I could do a Liberty commercial. We have a T5 oxygen tank. Did I make that? I think we made that. I think I made that. Let me look at my gear. Oh, there's a T4. Oh, you know what? I think we can make a T5. Oh, no, we don't need the T5 because, oh, you know what? We can make it and we'll use it on future. Let's go ahead and make that. Because we have a breathable atmosphere. So Prime and Toxicity are good to go. What do we need here? We need some chippy chips, some circuit boards, that is. 2, 3. Okay, cool. We need some Fruity Pebbles, which we've been making in numbers. I'm gonna leave that one there. We've got a couple over here. And then we need some crystals. So we go over here to quartz. May the quartz be with you. And we got a bunch of this cosmic quartz stuff. I found some of this. I've gone digging around and finding, you know, trunks laying here and there. All right, there we go. Cool. I think that's all we need. Oh, I put this wall in here too. Just kind of separate things. Got to keep them separated. Boom, 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 boom. If anything, this will extend our time underwater, which will come in useful later, but not right now. All right, so we have built a bunch of stuffs, and you can look out the window and see stuff out there. We'll get the better view up from my room. So we'll go up to the second floor. Of course, this is Bio Life Sciences. We've added some more storage up here. We have our DNA deal and our incubator here. If you have questions on how these work, let me show you how they work real quick, because we're like, what, 5 minutes into the program? 7, okay? So this is going to be our tutorial thing. All right, so you look at this part here, show you do recipes, all right? And then you get the parts of a given recipe. Now, with like this Serena butterfly and Imeo butterfly, okay, they're the same recipe. In fact, yeah, these are the same recipe. You may get one, you may get the other, all right? The leeks, whatever the hell that is. Rare mutagen fertilizer, rare mutagen fertilizer, rare mutagen fertilizer, and rare mutagen fertilizer. Oh, but then we get the common. Okay, so they don't have what is the unusual, the in between, right? You got the common, the uncommon. None of this has the uncommon larva, which I think is more. Actually, I don't know what the hell it is. Why isn't uncommon in there? I don't know, but these are cool and pretty. So you get these pieces and you stick them in here. Boop, boop, boop. All right. And once you put them in there, now I don't know if you've put them out of sequence. Hey, we're ending Roll Tide. What's happening? Our girls are playing in the Super Regional against Louisiana State. What is that, Saturday? It's Friday, Saturday, Sunday? In softball. Anyway, you put the ingredients in here, okay? I don't know if the order matters or not. I don't think it does. I like to put them in order just in case. And then you hit research. Then there'll be a counter percentage. Let the percentage start up. Like on this, it will start at like 3%, then it'll jump to 7. At that point, you can close out and move and go somewhere. Give it a minute or two, couple minutes, and it'll do its thing. Now over here, it's a little different story because you're doing like tree seeds. Okay, these take longer to cook. All right, so this takes a tree bark, a mutagen, and a lerma seed. This one takes a tree bark, mutagen, and vulnus plant. You see what I'm saying? These are a little more specialized. You should have no problem getting any of these that you put in for, because they have completely different recipes. All right, and then we've got our silk deal here. Now let's see here. We're supplying everything. Let me go take a look downstairs. I've got more food grower thingies up here. And we have a crate, or a locker, specifically for fabric, and it is full. Ah, you know why it's full? Because I turned off the auto crafter. So we're going to click on this and let it do its thing. And then this is going to supply everything. And then the drones are going to come along as space opens in here. Okay. And I think it just pulled the stuff out. Yep, it pulled it out of the silk machine first. Now it's pulling it out of here, and now the drones will be able to bring stuff. See, there you go. All right, like they knew what they was doing. So there you go. That's how that works. All right, so Rodney, great timing. I know you had some questions. I want to turn this off because let me get one more. All right, and then we're going to stop. And the drones will come pick that stuff up. All right, so let's go back up here, and let's do this. Rodney, you had some questions. Let's create. I did all the fish yesterday. We need some frogs. Now I got Toxicity. I made that, or I brought that. I think I brought that over on the rocket with me. But let's find one that. Oh, that's a 300%. There's a 350. There's a 400. All right, so let's do this one. So we need generic frog eggs. Okay, so to make this, because the frog eggs haven't appeared yet. So, oh gosh, I'm gonna freaking die of dehydration. So, Jesus, he flew right through my. Oh, and I had water in my freaking thing, in my carry-on. What an idiot! All right, So let's look at the recipe here. So to make some generic frog eggs, we're going to right click and put that up on the screen here because I've got the chip for it. Phytoplankton C, T4 mutagen, and a fertilizer. So phytoplankton C, we've got A and B in this locker, okay? And we'll hit this to straighten it out. So here's all the A, here's the B. And then this one is C and growing, and they're limited. So I've got one of the hoopa joops down there on the water. Let's see if we can see it. There it is. See the aquatic life grower thingy? That's it right there. When I jump, you see it turning around in the water, okay? So that's collecting the phytoplankton out of the water, all right? So now, we need phytoplankton C, boink, and it lights up here. And then we need a tier 4 mutagen, which is right there. And that's one of these. And then we need a black, which is tier 1 fertilizer, okay? And then we're going to put it into here. Again, I'm going to do it in the order it shows. I don't think it matters. All right? Then we're going to hit research. Now, watch the number appear right here-ish. See, there's 3%. Once it goes to 7, I feel like you're cooking and you're good to go. All right, you can walk away from it. Now, so while that's doing its thing, let's set up some more tree stuff. So you've got different levels of trees and what have you. We didn't bring any purification gel, so we're not going to be dealing with that. And unfortunately, I don't have the super pretty trees, but we got these. So let's do this. We'll right click on this because I've got the multi, thing chip. Tree bark, mutagen, vulnus plant. All right. So to get the tree bark and the mutagen, I move them all down here. So here's tree bark, mutagen's upstairs, and the vulnus plant. Where'd it go? Ah, there's some. Cool. I got them in with the cheap stuff. I don't know why. All right, so there's that. Now we need a mutagen, which is right here. Boink. We got that. All right. And then we're going to feed that into the machine in sequence. Tree bark, mutagen. Oh, there's one right there. That's what you get. All right. And then we hit research and let it start cooking. Once that goes up, cool. We're good. All right. And then this should be almost up. There it is. Generic frog eggs. Awesome. Okay, so now let's make some frogs because you got to start with the generic frog eggs. So we're going to pick up this amido frog eggs. We're going to right click on that. We're going to turn off the generics by right clicking on that. We're going to right click on that. Amido takes generic T4 and T2 fertilizer. So we're going to grab one of those, grab one of these, and we'll take it over. Not that side, that's your information side. Over here, we're going to put 1, 2, 3, hit research, let it start cooking, 3%, 7%, you're good. And then walk away. And that's all there is to it. Now, while that's doing its thing, let's go upstairs. If you have any questions, put those in the chat. I hope I explained that pretty good, though. All right? If you have other questions, like how the AutoCrafter works or how to set up drone stations, if you don't know, you don't know, right? Okay? Oh, I may have some messages. Let's see what Riley said. Conducted a deep scan, sometimes constrained geological signatures, or you can incoherent topographical data near your location. Okay. Try to get this place. -248, 4293. What do these numbers mean? They are down here in the bottom left-hand corner of the screen on your HUD. All right. Let me tell you how to read the map coordinates. All right. If you were in school and you ever did graphs, they had the x-axis and the y-axis. Okay. This is effectively that, except it's backwards on the east-west axis. Okay. So the first number is your north-south location. 0 means you're at the equator or the center of the map. So if the number goes positive, you're going north. If the number goes negative, you're going south. So this is south 248. The middle number is your altitude relative to the 0 point. So in this case, 42, I'm pretty sure I know this is underground, but this can be a positive or negative number as well. This would be the z-axis. Oh, you don't know? All right, I'll show you in a second because I'm going to need some in a minute. All right, so this is -248, which is 248 south, 42 above 0, and 93 is your east-west. However, whereas if you were looking at this in real terms and you put your fingers in a cross, north is up, south is down. South is negative, north is positive. Okay, that's the first sequence on the left. East, west, east would be to the right and west would be to the left, which means east would be positive and west would be negative. However, comma, it's flipped. So west is positive, east is negative. All right. A-Train, I'm hearing you, but I'm not understanding the words coming out of your mouth. All right, look in the bottom left corner of the screen. Okay. I'm going to face south. Okay. I think this is good. All right, south. So 780 is the number, right? If I walk forward, it's 779. Now it's going 777 because I'm going from north 778 to north 776, which means 776 paces more or less. This direction is the center of the map. Okay? Now, I'm going to back up. 496 is west. So if I step to the right, see how it went to 497? And now it's going 498 and 499 and 500. Okay? So positive is going west. Negative is going east. So 501 is going to come down now. All right? You see how that happens? So there you get kind of an idea of how that number works. And in 46, we're now down at 40. We're now down at 34. We're down to 28 and 27. All right, here's how you drink out of the lake. First off, the water's got to be clean and pure. See how it says drink? Left click, left click. That's it. That's the ticket. Okay? All right. So did you get it? Okay? You get close to the edge of the water and you'll see the word drink come up. Yours doesn't show up? Well, is the water drinkable on your planet that you're on? I mean, that may sound like a dumb question, but all right, so since we're out here, let's go look at the fishies. So I built this whole structure here and we've got ramps down, and notice the middle number. See how the middle numbers keeps going down. 22, 21, 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 13, 12, 8, 7, 6, 5, 8, 8, 6, 7, 5, 3, 0, 9, 9. All right, there's 3. I'm going to try to find a 0 here. There's 2. There's 1. Oh, we went back up to 2. All right, so here we're basically at the bottom of the z-axis, which is the vertical axis. Okay. I think if we go over here, we can get a little bit lower. We're at 1, and now we're at 0. Now it should go to -1. If it gets, it's not getting deeper. So basically, this is the lowest point right in this area. It should go negative. It should go negative. It's going positive. All right. So it doesn't get any deeper here. All right. So there you go. That's how that works. All right. Let's go check out the fishies. Now, I set this up so that there's a support structure under here. And you notice I've got actual supports. So I did hab modules in between the T2 fish tanks. So these actually support them. And then these ramps are what I consider, if you were coming out to do maintenance, maybe to clean algae or something off the exterior of the tank, notice that it's not perfect. Fish are swimming outside them. But say you were coming down to, swim with the fishes. Yeah? Or come down to clean the deal or whatever. All right? So this ramp leads you that direction. All right? So we got our 2 deals here. This one over here has a couple, 3 different kinds. You can see the specs on it there. It's producing 250 oxygen, uses 225 energy, produces plants, insects, and animals. And based on the type of fish eggs you put in here, like this is a 300, that's a 250, it's a 150. So we're getting 700% on the animal growth. I mean, you could just do the max stuff, right? But I wanted a variety of fish because I don't care. I've got them all unlocked over here. Same thing. So you'll see 3 different kinds of fish swimming through here. And they all have 3 different levels. I think this is the common one, is the Guerrero fish. It's 150, then we got 300, and we got 100. So we only got, 550 on this one. But whatever. So yeah, so that's our fish farm. So if you're out here and you're hanging out, you can. This is the swimming beach. So once you get outside the perimeter of the fish things, then you can come out here and swim, and you can enjoy the pretty coral growths and whatever. And it's nice and relaxing here on Planet Prime. You got some beach going on, and can enjoy the view and what have you. And then there's this thing here, so you can just walk off and then scuba dive. Yeah, it's like a resort. Come visit, spend money. This is all scientific area here. This area is off limits to just casual swimming, because you've got the fish farm thing there and the water extractor there, and then we've got our algae over here, and then we've got a producer machine here, optimizer, and this is actually affecting the water and the algae. I mean the plankton, phytoplankton gathering thing, but it doesn't affect the algae deal. Now it also affects stuff up the hill there, as you'll see the thing glowing green on the right. That's the gas generator, extractor, whatever thingy. Okay. Now I'm sure there's other stuff that this. Oh yeah, see the water thing up there that's glowing. So that's affecting it. This will affect 8 machines though, so I'm not sure. Oh, it's affecting our drill way over yonder too. Which, speaking of, I think we're going to build another one. Let's run over here real quick. So this is just a janky jank drill. It's an El Cheapo, all right? And the whole purpose of it is to extract the basic elements, and then we're getting aluminum from over there, I think. And then I've also got this thing over here that's working with it too. So, although it's the glow. Oh, it's doing that too. Oh, it's doing that dome too. Hey, how you like them apples? It's affecting 5 machines. So yeah, it doesn't have as big a perimeter or whatever, but it works. It's stupid, but it works. It's not stupid. Hey, let's see what this gave us. Oh, pretty. Impalo butterflies. They aren't worth a whole lot, but we probably should set this up. So let's supply everything, and then we'll go set up a receiver. All right, so this is how you do if you don't know how to do drones. Okay, you got your drone station set up right over there, right? First off, you got to make you some drones. First off, you got to have a lot of power. It takes a lot of power. All right, let me see if I can just, well, whatever. Anyway, you got to make drones. Drones take a rocket engine, a circuit board, and an iron. Okay, here's how many drones you can run out of one of these deals. Okay, so you make some of them, excuse me, and then you just need to tell them, and then this is basically here's your instructions. Build 1 or more drone station, craft 1 or more drones. Okay, open inventory, you want to automatically move items, and then choose what you want to supply or demand. Okay, and drones won't work if the power's out. All right, so what we just did is we took our little habitat thing over here, all right, and we clicked on this. Now you can be specific about whatever you want to supply. This is the supply side, so you can pick, in this case, various butterfly larvae or whatever. Just look how many there are. There's tons of them. In fact, we picked up these yesterday. I'll show you those in a second. They may do frogs in here, I don't remember. All right, but the point being, this is what you supply. All right, now if you supply more than one thing, like for example the drill we were just at over here. Okay, let's come back to this. All right, and you want drones to haul all the crap into your base, you go to the gear icon and just do supply everything. That's this here. Backspace gets rid of it. This, supply everything. So now you'll see a drone icon pop up, and that means one's coming to pick up this titanium, And then they're going to take it to where I've said, I demand titanium. See, he just came along. Boom, gone. Right? So let's run over here and I'll show you the receiving side of this. Okay? So here we have our storage, right? So titanium is here and here. This is refilling because I made a bunch of Fruity Pebbles. Okay? And here you indicate what you want to demand. So if you want to organize your base, you build a bunch of lockers, then you set the demand up to be one specific item or maybe 2 or 3. If we go upstairs, I'll show you. Over here, muted fertilizer, I've got 1, 2, 3. And that's it. And then you adjust the priority. And the priority goes from lowest to very low to normal to high to very high to highest, and then 4, 5. I'm not sure how that part works, but so you want to kind of decide where on the spectrum the priority is for a given item, and the drones will prioritize. Now, if you let's go grab something to eat here real quick before I croak. If you if you have multiple cabinets, we have multiple cabinets of aluminum. Okay, I want this one filled first, so I've made it very high priority. I want this one filled second, so I've made it high priority. And then I've got this one as normal. And so the drones will fill that one till it's full, then this one till it's full, then this one till it's full. Does that make sense? Same thing with iron. I got 3 cabinets of iron and I've got room for a 4th. I highly recommend when you set up your base, you leave yourself multiple cabinets for each of your basic 6 elements: aluminum, cobalt, iron, magnesium, silicon, titanium. Silicon, remember, is also used up in the biolab to make bioplastic and a couple other things, right? So keep that in mind. Now, also, we talked about this last episode. 3, 2, 1. Cobalt and magnesium are 1. You don't use a ton of them unless you're making a bunch of super alloy or you're making window-related stuff. Okay? Magnesium, same way. Unless you're making computer displays, like your displays over there, or you're making signs to go above the doors, like this one, you don't use a lot of magnesium. So it's a 1. And 1 in this case is not good. All right? You want 1 of those for every 2 of these, silicon and titanium, because you use more of these than you do magnesium and cobalt. And then iron and aluminum are the 3s. So if you're collecting something, you collect 3 iron or 3 aluminum, 2 of titanium, 2 silicon, and then 1 cobalt or 1 magnesium. Does that make sense? 3, 2, 1. That's my new rule for this. Okay? How can you get a butterfly put in a butterfly dome? All right, so we are going to go build a new butterfly deal. Butterfly domes. Let's talk about them for a second. All right. It uses a bunch of stuff, right? Now look at the numbers at the bottom. The energy consumption is 139 per second, which when you have 24,000 kilowatts, it's not a problem. But the insect production is the problem. See how it's only 20 per second? That's kind of weak. What's better than that? Well, let's look at a butterfly farm. Hey, this energy is only 30 per second, but it produces 75 insects per second. So while this looks cool, it's actually useless compared to this. It takes 3.5 of these to produce what these do. Just 1. And 3.5 would be 400, almost 500 energy consumption compared to 30. So you're looking at 15 times the energy consumption and 1.25 of the insect production. So this is better than this. But this, we got two ways we can go here. Actually, we'll step back over. We'll do bees in a second. So let's look at butterflies, because butterflies are super cool and pretty. All right. Also, keep stuff a little bit away from your base, because they'll clip through the walls, and it looks kind of silly. So, okay. So the next thing is the T2 butterfly farm, which you can put one butterfly larva in here. You can put two in here. And now look what energy is 45 per second. This is 30. This is 45. This is 75 insects per second. This is 875 per second. 800 more for 15 more energy consumption. And you can put two larvae in it. Okay? So these are better than these. These are better than these. All right? Well, let's look at bees. Beehives. 15 insects per second. 350 plants per second for only 25 energy. 20 insects per second. No plants. 350 plants, 15 insects. 20 insects. Two of these is better than one of these. Plus you get honey out of these. And sometimes bee larvae. And this here, actually this I think just, it generates honey. These tier 2 ones, 758 plants per second, 890 insects per second. And they generate honey, which you combine with beans to make superfood, and bee larvae, which you can then use in others of these to produce more plants and more insects per second. All right. So when we came over here, there's a reason why I brought this instead of this. I brought one of these. I brought one of these. And I brought one of these. Because they maximize your return for the amount of materials you have to use to build them. Now, you're not going to have these at the start. You're going to have these. We'll build them. That's fine. But look at the upgrade. 920 oxygen, 97 plants. 2,650 oxygen, 375 plants. 8,750 oxygen, 1,450 plants. This is better than this, is better than this. This is better than this, is better than this. This is better than this, which is better than this. Arguably. Okay? Because of the materials you need. Does that make sense? Okay? So how do we do this? We're going to right click on this right here. We need T2 fertilizer, zeolite, bioplastic nugget, and 2 fabric. We're on the lower floor, so we got fabric right over here. 2 fabric. Zeolite is around the other side. Okay. Actually, no, wait, put that back. I have a mine over in the zeolite zone. I think I have one in here. Yes, I do. And then we can get fertilizer and a bioplastic nugget right here. Bioplastic nugs are right here. Boom. And that is a black fertilizer. It is not. It's green. There we go. All right, so now we've got the stuff for T2 butterfly farm. All right. Also, we got fancy frogs. Okay. Also, we got fancy trees. All right. So now what we need to do is do an amphibian farm too. Let's go ahead and grab the stuff for that. So we need a fertilizer, a common larva, and a water bottle. That's easy. Fertilizer, common larva, we'll take one. I mean, they're all over the ground outside. The longer you stay in one spot, the more they'll appear. All right, we got water coming in from everywhere. All right, we're all set. So let's go put some plants or stuffs out. We'll cruise over here. Looks like a good spot. We'll do an amphibian farm. And we put the frog eggs in. Boom. What kind of frogs do we get? Oh, little reddish yellow guys. Okay, cool. Hi. What's happening? How you doing? Oh, oh, oh. Don't mean to step on you. Smush. Is it raining? Oh, it is raining. Hooray. All right, and right here, this looks like a good place for a butterfly farm because it's empty. So we'll put a butterfly farm here. T2 butterfly farm specifically. Now, we'll put that down, and then we're going to put, these are Galaxy. We're going to put one and then one of those. And we'll just take whatever they get us because they're pretty. The Galaxy one literally looks like a galaxy. So they're really pretty. I've got the high-end ones in here. This is the Serena 1200%. This one's a MEO 1000%. The Serena is the blue one, and the MEO is yellow and red-ish. So, and that is how you do all that. Here's the toxicity frogs over here. And then I've got to get the pieces for a couple of tree seeds and put those out. And it's raining like a cow peeing off flat rock out here. Jeez. Huh. Shake that off my suit. All right. Does that work? Do you feel better informed now and you understand the concept? This is why I do, and I apologize. If you're experienced in this game, I can't assume somebody asking a question knows anything. Right? And it's not that they're stupid, they just don't know. Back when I was young, or even 15, 20 years ago, playing computer games, you got a manual. Right? There was a printed book that came with the discs. Yes, we had discs. We had to load those on the computer, and sometimes they took forever. But there was a book you read while the disc was loading on how to load the game and how to launch the game and blah, 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 blah. Nowadays, it's plug and play. All right? It's crazy easy. Life is much easier for you kids now. So, if we're going to automatically craft something, we're going to maybe do some super alloy. Probably need to do some fertilizer. So I'm going to select that here. Now, here's the thing. My deal, boom, is in range. See the green rings? That's everything that's in range of this auto crafter, which is everything. Okay? And this includes upstairs. It extends vertically. All right? So now, all this stuff's getting created, and now I'm supplying everything, and watch, stuff will start disappearing out of here, and it's going to get taken upstairs to the locker where I got the fertilizer earlier. And if it doesn't quick enough, I'll just take it up myself because, well, it's easy. Yeah, see? Some just got picked up. All right, now we will turn that off. You know what I want to see? I want to see what it takes. Oh, I don't have the recipe unlocked to make tier 3 fertilizer yet. I've just found some. All right, so we can let the drones do the work, or we can do the work, and I'm after us to do the work because it's that far. Plus, if I make tier 2 fertilizer, it's going to pull it out of there. Right, so let's make some tier 2 fertilizer. And this is going to use up some of the tier 1 I just made. So we'll do like 4 of them. And again, you set this to everything and the drones will pick it up. All right, boom. That effectively turns it off. And then we'll mosey over here. Boom. There you go. All right, but we've got this set up to demand this stuff. And it's on normal supply. I need to probably build some more drones. You know what we could do? Let's see what it takes to make one of these. An iron and a fabric. Okay, we'll make one. And we'll put this one up because this is pretty. We'll put it up in our space. An iron and a fabric. So here's a fabric. And then here's an iron. So you iron the fabric. Ain't you funny? All right, so let's put this. Yeah, here we go. There's a good spot for a stick up. And there we go. That looks a little odd there. It should be. It shouldn't be. All right, I'm gonna try this again. Hang on, because this doesn't. Wait, nope, can't do that yet. You gotta take this out. I'm gonna try putting it on this wall. Well, that's fine. Whatever. And then we got our plants going over here. So we get a little fresh air and it looks nice. I got my locker here, which has got my uniforms in storage. What do you say? We want to change uniforms? Let's change uniforms. I'm down with that. Yeah. You off. You on. We'll send it to the cleaners. All right. We just changed to green and blue. We'll put this back in the closet. All right. So we can do this. So we got the green and blue going. Cool. All right. Nice view from here. Let's go see that ship, shall we? I think we shall. Anybody have any other questions? Oh, let's wait. We didn't finish reading our email. When you backpack as well, how long? How can you change everything into storage instead of clicking on it one by one? Ah, great question. All right, we'll do that. Sensor detect conditioning plant should ensure wild larvae on the surface. Place it. Okay, this is instructions. You're being closely watched. Blah 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 blah. Whatever. Riley, after months, managed to find the way in the Sentinel unlocking the process. Terraformer's not able to use this. Oh, space trading rocket. So now we can trade with Riley. And then there's this stuff. These are messages we found in different places around the map. Okay. All right. So how do we transfer stuff if you're full up? Well, first off, have the biggest backpack you can get. We have the biggest backpack you can get with a tier 7 backpack, which is lots of space. I probably should put these tree seeds out. So let me grab this real quick. And we'll kind of start grabbing stuff that goes with this. 2 of these. 2 of these. And now once one of these fills up, the drones will quit bringing stuff to it. Like our Biodome 2 over there that grows, that has the tree bark, had 2 tree bark sitting in it, and those 2 drones just went and picked it up, refilled there. Okay. Okay. I need a couple of Fruity Pebbles. We need to make some more. So how do you do stuff if your backpack is full? Right? Just like that. On PC, if I want to send everything, you send everything over this way or everything over this way with these arrow buttons. Okay? Now, if you want to send all of a specific item, you just hover over the item, I push control left click, and that sends everything over there. That's how it works. So I have this empty locker right here. If I want to send these over, I just hold control. Now see, I didn't. I hit shift accidentally. Okay. So if I want to send just the tree bark, I hit control left click, and it moves just the tree bark. Now DNA is an exception to this rule. All right. DNA all goes together. It doesn't specify. I only think I have one. But if there was a bunch of them, if I left clicked, it doesn't do it by trait number or whatever, because there's like a bunch of different traits. Okay. It's just all your genetic traits move. All right. Now we got that. We need 4. I'm glad we made some. 1, 2, 3, 4 of those. And then we need 2 of these. All right, cool. Let's go plant some trees. Oop. And then I'm going to just cruise over here and fill up on water. Where shall we put some trees? Oh, by the way, yeah, I built the rocket launcher thingy, okay? And then I built the escape rocket, and then I built the interplanetary shuttle, and then I built the trade rocket. So we got all of our launch complex right here. Super cool. Plus we got our T5 drills and heaters, which we need to build a couple more. All right, over here I've got one of these dealios, and we're going to just pew right about here. Build one of these. Sling one of these into it. We're going to fly over here a little bit. This looks good. Build another one of these. And put the other one of those into it. Done. Okay. So those will start growing. Those will start producing plants and oxygen. The trade rocket allows you to make Terra tokens, money. So let's fly over here and look at it. But Riley has to basically contact you and say, hey, you can do this now. All right, so there's all kinds of stuff you can't necessarily get. Fuses and certain tree seeds and fish eggs and larvae and what have you. T2 locker storage. That's what we need. Oh, oi. Hey, yeah, that's what I needed. Tradable items. Yeah, that's what I want. I want that. I got 50,000 tokens. These have, how much are these? 1,500%. Okay, let's give it a couple of those. What an idiot. How did I freaking miss that you have to just do this here? Rosea tree. Okay. Energy multiplier fuses we can use. Plant multiplier. Oh, these we can definitely use. All right, so let's get 1, 2, 3 of these. 1, 2, 3 of these. Oh, we're at 29,000. Energy multiplier fuses we'll hold off on for a minute. And then we can get cocoa seeds, we can get wheat seeds, we can get the cooking stuff. You know, it whatever. These don't matter a whole lot to me. Pressure multiplier fuses. All right, there's a good chunk of money. Now, these are valuable items. These are things you can trade for this stuff to make up for Terra tokens. Okay, this is, and then this, so current inventory value is 0 because we haven't put anything on the rocket, right? So we can go make some of this stuff, and you can see here, hey, a pulsar quartz is only 30 Terra tokens. God, that's cheap, considering how powerful that is. Fabric's cheap, boom, 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 boom. Okay. High quality food is good. Rockets are okay. Nah. Fusion energy cells are pretty good. Circuit boards are good. And cookies are good. All right, to make cookies, you got to have the cocoa seed and wheat seeds, I think. All right. So, I mean, we could make some fusion energy cells. I just don't care. All right, we got 50,000 credits. And these are big things that we'd be picking up here. Here's a couple other spacesuits, too, which are kind of cool. And then you can get bigger things here. You can get jetpack for your vehicle, a fountain, living apartment with a dome. Like you want everybody looking in on you. That's stupid. So I could put some stuff on here. What you do is you come over to the rocket and you open it up and you put stuff in here. Okay? And then you can enable it just like the Destructinator, that once it's full, it'll automatically launch. Okay? And you can have the drones bring stuff over here. Okay? So say I wanted to, you know, have fabric or whatever. You make stuff, send it to the trade rocket. The trade rocket automatically goes and does its thing. Then it comes back. Then you get paid, or you get whatever you know, put in for. And lather, rinse, repeat. That's how the trade rocket works. I can't believe I didn't even freaking look at this. What an idiot. What an utter maroon. I don't know. High quality food we could probably make a bunch of. But it doesn't matter. We're spending 36 grand. We're not going to take a dent out of that. So we're going to launch the trade rocket. Let Riley send us some stuff. Oops. And yay. All right. That's how it works. Now this deal over here is a different story. This thing goes from one planet to the other, and then, so in this case we could send stuff to Toxicity or wherever. I think you have to have a depot though on the other end, and that's the next thing we're going to unlock. That's why I'm kind of trying to pick up, and the trade rocket will be back in like 5 minutes. So when we look at this, right? So we're trying to get this up to here to 10. So we get the planetary delivery depot. Okay. There was receive certain types of items from exchange shuttles coming from other planets. And then it allows you to set up automation between the planets. Okay. So that's the cool thing, is setting up automation. All right. You know, if you can make these, then you're making big money. And then this is a huge deal. But that's way down the road. We're finding a bunch of those in trunks, which is cool. Because you need them for your rockets and something. All right, so we did the tree things, right? Boom, done. Let's put a teleporter in our pocket. Right? I think that's right. We're going to put some food. Actually, no. Put high quality food. And then we'll get some water on the way out, so I can step up here. All my other food stuff's up here because technically it's all used for production, which so is beans if you're making high quality food. Mushrooms are used for bioplastic, and honey and beans are used here. Algae and eggplant are used here. Squash is used for T2 fertilizer. Okay, so there's kind of an idea how what things are used for what. All right. Any other questions? We need an explosive. I know where we're going. We need one of these. We may need two, but we're only going to take one. We've got the teleporter. All right, so you're all square? All set? You got it figured out? We need to get over to the obsidian area. We may head over there first and set up a mining operation just to get obsidian coming in. But we're not throwing away what we're doing right here. We keep all this stuff. And then 2 pink crystals, which actually we can make. And they're pretty cheap. All right, there we go. We got a teleporter in our pocket. Hooray. Okay. Before we go, we'll go ahead and take a drink here and top off on food here. Okay. We got our explosive on board. We're going over to the rain fob. So there's a cave over here. Plus we got stock your fob with stuff. We got drinkable water right here. And we've got breathable air. So, all right, we cleared this out. So we're going to fly over here into this cave. 6 o'clock on the Swatch watch. All right, we got this deal here. Boink. Oh, that blew a hole in it, so that's good enough. We can get through this. All right, and there's a whole world in here, including a ship up in a tree, if memory serves. So, yeah. Oh, remind me, we need to go to the Iridium Cave, so I can take you all up top. All right, hey, look, there's a T3 fertilizer. Okay, we'll use... Hold. Where's that ship? It's up in the tree somewhere. And this water is like, consider it pink lemonade. You can drink it. Okay. Nothing under here, just a little bit of stuff. And there's like 3 parts to this deal. All right, so here's a frog pond that's yet to be occupied. And see, somehow a ship got pulled down through here and wound up in a tree. I'm trying to remember where it is. It may be over there. Is that it over there? I think that's it over there. All right. So here's another crate. Let's see what we got here. Oh, this is all good stuff. We'll take that. And yeah, good stuff. I like it. There's another frog pond, but we can make the frog DNA. Okay, so that really isn't a priority or an issue. If you can make it, you know, if you find it, fine, but otherwise, it's not a big deal. There's nothing under here. Okay, except you're swimming in pink lemonade, it makes you sticky. All right. So here we are. Let's go over this way. La-dee-dee, la-dee-da. Trunk. Oh, ooey. Pretty. Ooh, and a T2 rocket engine. All right. We're going to leave you behind with you and you. You're taking up space I don't need. Technically, I don't need you either. Okay. We're just looking to see if there's any crates in the water. G.I. Joe in the water. Alright, we fly over here. We're getting closer to the ship. And we're just looking. There's more trunks around here, too. There's actually another way out here, too. I think we're going to have to blast that open, though. Except, we have the magical thing in our pocket of a teleporter. Aha. Hee oh. The thing we need is a piece of iron. There's some. Right there. Okay, cool. And then we can set that up. Now, this ship is a little hinky to get into. Okay? I don't think you can just up and climb here. So here's what we're going to do. Set up a foundation grid. Wink. And then we're going to set up a teleporter. Other way. Okay. It's our pink lemonade fob. Okay. And again, we got no real worries here. Okay, we're full there. Now, how are we getting this ship? Ah, that's a good question. Let's see, because I actually have a better jetpack than I've had before. So that makes this a little more interesting. The entrance is up yonder. And we just can't quite get there from here. But let me see if we can get to the back of the ship. And then maybe we can get on top of it. Nope. Oh, there's a trunk. Squirrel. Terra tokens. Terra tokens. Stuff we can use. Stuff we can use. Boom. Done. Over here is another cave, and there's another... I mean, there's more of the cave, and there's another ship. And there's more trunk. Ooh. I'm trying to be selective here. Now, realistically, all I need to do is fly back to... I mean, is teleport back over. All right, so here's this little ship. There's a little lander. Lander? I don't even know her. Oh! So we'll just cruise around here real quick and take a look. See if we see anything. Oops. Don't think it's going to be on the schedule for tomorrow. Kind of like those F-18s that the Navy managed to splatter yesterday out at Mountain Home Air Force Base. Way to go, dummies. Freaking $200 million mistake. I'm glad the pilots all survived, but, I mean, Jesus. Alright, so this is cool. We could zap these and get some stuff, but we're going to save the space and carry on. Alright, here's another one of these, which is a big oxygen multiplier. That's a big deal. And we'll take that. What do we have here? More of this. Bingo. That's good. That's good. All this stuff can wait. That's not a priority. Again, fancy one of those. Fancy those. Take that. Take that. Take that. Don't need that. Don't really need any of this stuff. We can make it. T3 stuff we can't make. So, last one. Oh, no, I already looked down. All right, there we go. So that's what we're going to take from here. And so that's this ship. Let's take a look and see if there's any other stuffs over here. I don't think so. Sploosh. Okay, cool. All right, so that's this little part of the cave here. Trying to think of... Oh, no, I know where it is. It's back over here. So that's these trees here we're picking up the seeds for. Did this have stuff I really wanted? I don't need any of those. I got 3 full things of aluminum and 1 of tree stuffs. Tree bark. Bark, bark, bark. Okay, time to grab some iron. What are you grabbing iron for, A-Train? Well... Funny you should ask that. We gotta build a ladder. A ladder? Yes, a ladder. We gotta build us something to get us up closer to that ship. So run over here. Grab you. Grab you. That might be enough. Might not be enough. Alright, cool. That should do. Wait, was that a rare larva? It was. Wait a minute. Did I just figure out the secret to this and I missed this all? Oh, what an idiot. How the hell did I miss that last time unless that's something new? Alright, never mind. We don't need a ladder. We're in. What a moron. Put some ketchup on your hot dog? Yeah, put some more on. Okay. Hey. Ah! Oh, let's not crash. That would hurt. Did I get this one? Oh! Hello. 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 You. All of you. You're a freaking dove cooing or something. It's really loud. Okay. So, the other exit is that away. Alright, I guess we don't need all this iron. So here's what we're going to do. What, You want to know what happened to all the survivors? Yeah. Let's just say on Prime, they didn't do what they did on Toxicity and left the bodies laying around. They let the bodies hit the floor. Let the bodies hit the floor. All right, I know I've got some crystals. So let's put some... none of them are... wait. Nope. And you. Aha. Hee. Okay, cool. Now, we got rocket engines. I know those go over here in the boom boom department. The other stuff that goes boom boom is energy fuses. Sure. Fusion energy cells. Sure, that. And then we got fuses down here, actually. 2 of those, which is great. They say they have some survivors, but yeah, I don't... maybe not. All right, we got 3 of these fancy tree seeds here. Some iron. Oh, it's full. Which means we can... No, you know what? We're not going to demand iron here. We're just going to put iron here. This is going to be an overflow. Osmium, we've got stuff for. Did I pick up any fruity pebbles? I did. And a fruity rod. Osmium's full. What are we going to do about that? I'll show you. We got 2. Shoot. Hang on a second, gang. I need to take a phone call. So I'm going to play, but I'm going to mute my mic, so stick around. Okay, sorry about that, folks. But hey, Mr. Ted's. Yeah, I was muted. Alex, welcome aboard. Phone call from my best friend. We had a big blow up occur at pool yesterday between him and a guy on the other team, and I didn't know what time he was going to be calling me because I talked to the league operator earlier. I talked to the other player earlier, and so I was expecting a phone call. So I just, hey. So we got that out of the way, and we'll go on from there. So how's everybody doing today? Hope you're well. Appreciate you hanging out with me here on a Monday evening. Let's go down here and get some squish, and then I got to finish. Did I finish putting stuff away? Yeah, I did. Okay, cool. All right, so we can beam back over there, and we can go check out that other ship, especially since I figured out an easy way to get into it without all the iron. We'll go pink lemonade. All right, so the big ship's right above our head. What we got to do is get up there, which is this way. I think it's this way. Psych. That's not it. All right, go under this way. How do we get up there? We got up this way. Wait, no. How the hell did I get up there? That was not it. There we go. I got us up there. Oh, there's super all the way up here. How did I miss that? Should have been paying closer attention. All right, let me grab some of this here real quick. We can make tons of it. This is why I have lockers dedicated to individual, components with the cobalt and all that stuff. Okay, let me make sure. Yep. Okay, we're back on. Good. Otherwise, I would have been talking to myself. That would have been kind of stupid. So let's pick up all this. I know we don't necessarily need to have this right at the moment, but why not? Oh, there's more over there. Oh, that's what it was. Is a start. Yeah, you start over there, you come over here, you jump over here, and then you can come over here. I got the big backpack. We can do this. And then, boom, you're on top of the ship. Hooray. And then you can walk over here and drop into the cockpit. And then you're on the ship. Hooray. Okay, that's much easier than building frickin' steps. Believe me, I did that on my playthrough when I came through here previously. All right, we're going in. Oh, you know what? I'm an idiot. Maybe. We'll see. We'll see. It's yet to be determined. Okay, there's fusion. Okay, I'm not going to zap those yet. Yeah, Yep, What's in here? Ooh, more rocket engines. I like it. Take that. Take that. Take that. Oh, and that. Okay, cool. I don't know if this has a power... Whoa, wait. It may have a power plant. Usually if there's doors like that, there's a power plant that makes those doors open. More crystals. Take you, take you, take you. Cool. More cosmic quartz. I like it. And take you. All right, sweet. Now, when we get back, we're going to have the super fancy, we're going to be doing, well, no, you know what? I'll probably do that offline. That'll take forever. That's valuable. I've got all the other stuff. Okay. Keep on moving. There's another one. Can we get to it this way? We can't. All right, let's just zap this one. We'll swap out the iron for what's in here. Take the T2, take this, take these, swap the irons, grab this. That stuff is all makeable. Another trunk. Wait, already checked that one. Okay, there's that. Zip. Okay, there's that. We're going to do this. Ah, here we go. Can't deconstruct. Aha. There's stuffs in here. We'll take the rocket engines and the blue. We got 3 of these already. I guess we could take a 4th one. Maybe we can trade it. We'll put those in there because now it's... Oh, it's a suit locker. Oh, you don't say. I freaking have... All right, we're going to take 1. Unless anybody wants to come play multiplayer. Sheesh. Yeah, I'll take all of them. We'll put them in the closet. Now I'm here in the closet. Now I'm in the closet too. Anything else of importance? Holy crap! Did I miss? How did I miss that? We'll take those. We'll take this. We'll go check back the other direction. Anything else we wanted to get out of here? Sure. Oh, you know what? We can actually use the lerma seed. All right, cool. I think we're good. Got all this in numbers, quantity. I can make circuit boards, or I can zap some. Wait, where are they? Past them. There they are. Let's see. All this stuff's pretty valuable. This, I'm not sure it's going to serve me any purpose because I'm not making animals. I'm letting the animals make themselves. So I suppose we could just drink this and then we'll just zap one of those. Okay, cool. Let's beam back over to base. Boink. Okay, cool. And we have lots more stuff to deal with. All right, let's head. Actually, we're going to head up to my... turn the lights off. Have my quarters here first. And we'll put the suits away. The Blasto. Yeah, see, I had one right here. Bubblegum suit, we could call it. So we put the Blasto suit away. See, I got all these other janky ones. I've got the good one on display down in command. All right. Let's go... Oh, yeah, and then that acts as an airlock, although now we've got... So we can come up here and work on this, on our deal, should we need to. The base is looking pretty good, all things considered. It's not really as expansive as the base on Toxicity, but it's probably more efficient. All right, up here we can put mutagens and stuff away. So let's organize this stuff. Ah, look there. That looks much better. Boink, 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 boink. Boink, 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 boink. Wait, what else do we have? Anything for up here? No? Nope. Everything's downstairs. Cool. Put the animal food in here. Put the tree seeds in here. Put the lerma seed here. And I got one of these to put over here with the others. Boink. Boom. Rocket engines go down the way. Super alloy goes over here. Fruity pebbles. And then we've got... Okay. All right, we got to do this quick. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Go ahead and move those in, because now they're going to race off to the osmium mine, which is not terribly far away. And watch. And they're going to come back and be like, hey, you filled up all the space, boss. Okay, so now let's look at the map and you'll see them. See the parade? See the parade? Look where they're heading. Yeah. Oh, well. Just do your job. Don't complain. All right, so now while they're distracted and heading that way, nope. All right, hang on. That's 12, 13, 14, 15. Wait, 14. Is that 18? Hopefully. Cool. Remember, if you have a recycler, you can always break the rods back down. The rods take up less storage space. All right? Okay? So now, more of them will go trucking off over here to the iridium cave. Well, one of them went over there. All his friends went here. He got left behind. He's a schlub. His friends abandoned him. Said, screw you. We're going to go pick up osmium. This should be full as well. And it is. Always keep some extra loose uranium. You can make rocket engines with it. Oops, wait, there's enough for 2. Again, you can always come back and break it down. It just takes up less storage space. Wink. And now, once these guys all get back from here, watch. Did you see the parade taking off? They just drop through there. Watch. Now look. Look where they're heading. You know where they're heading? They're heading here. They're dropping off their osmium and they're off to the uranium mines. Go. Go, little guys, go. Okay. Quartz. May the quartz be with you. And that. There we go. Excellent. We still haven't even been to the crystal cave yet. Oh, there's a magnetar quartz too. Dork. Duh. Get it together. Sweet. Fuses. We got a bunch of trade rocket multiplier fuses. Oh, it increases the speed. Okay. Whatever. You just got to this planet. What planet did you start on, Mr. Teds? Because this is Prime. This is the starting planet for those of you who may not know. When you get the base game, this is where you start. You know something? Let's move rocket engines over here. All right, now I got a couple of circuit boards. Boink. And I think we've got everything basically unlocked. There's no real reason to do this, but nothing to decode. It'd be great if I could trade these or something. They're over here. Oof, that dude went right through me. Like crap through a goose. Okay. We're going to take another boom boom over. And let me think this through for a second. We put power onto the ring. Okay, I know what we're going to do today, Ferb. First, we're going to go grab some water down at the lakeside. So I've got my fish farm all going over here. My aquatic science is the near side of this. So we got algae growth, water collection, phytoplankton collection, and fish farms. And then when you come over to the other side, you get the swimming beach and the diving platform. And maintenance. It's also for maintenance. So you want to come clean up the edges of the deal there. All right, cool. We just need some food here real quick. Is this full? Oh, it is full. All right, let's go finish over at Pink Lemonade. I believe we've got everything we need out of here. We're going to try to go back this way. I'm trying to remember if there's aluminum under here. There's something. Oh, ha, who knew? There's aluminum under here. And I think there may be super. Oh, you know, I forgot there's probably more super alloy. Oh, and there's sulfur too. You know what? Let's keep moving. Keep it moving, keep it moving, keep it moving full steam. Too sweet to be sour, too nice to be mean. Now to get out of here, we got to blasternate our way out. That's why I brought Boom Boom with me. I think run away! There we go. This brings us out into this cave, which... Ah, there's more stuff. That's good stuff. That's good stuff. That's good. We'll take that and done. Cool. We'll try not to fap around too much here. We've got sulfur. We've got aluminum. Now, see, there's two ways to go. And there's another box over here. Actually, this may not be the same. That'll do. I gotta remember if we have to blast our way out of here. We do not. We are here. Where the hell is here, A-Train? Haha! That's a fine question. See that over there? That's home base. And the Butterfly Island, which is even further over, Sulfur Fob, okay? So we are almost up to the Crystal Caves, Crystal Palace, as it were. All right, yeah, we're definitely not in Kansas anymore, Toto. All right, if you remember my first season playing, this is where I wound up building my base, up on higher ground. But we're a bazillion miles from the center of the map. So again, if you look at the numbers in the bottom left, we're 2280 north, 435 west, and 111 in elevation. So, yeah. And there's trunks and stuff on these deals, and there's vines that you can climb up to get on top of them. All right. But there's a ship down there. There's a trunk of junk over there. There's a trunk of junk over there. It's crap everywhere. Take that. Take those. Take that. Sure. Take that, that, that. Don't need the rest of this. I'm getting iridium. All right, so here's a frog pond. We don't have anything there yet. There's butterflies, which is cool. And now we're going over the edge. Living on the edge. There's a trunk of junk over here. There's gonna be a body over there. Cool. And there's a crash ship. Oh, look. It's their version of an EA-18 Growler. Idiot Navy. Private Scavenger Assignment Reconnaissance. An abnormal number of ships from various companies have disappeared in the Zitial. The ZIT system. ZIT Prime system. Go there and find out what you can. Primary objective, investigate sector, discover why some ships seem to vanish. Secondary objectives, find and report the presence of any hostile life. Identify any crashed ships and report them to their respective corporations. Record the whereabouts of all merchandise found. Or just take it. Take that, take that, take that. Roraro, that's cool. Take that and that. The Roraro is the space-looking suit. The space suit. Yeah. The one that doesn't say whatchamahoochoo on it. Sentinel Corporation. Now I thought there was a body under here somewhere. Maybe they removed it. Maybe I'm forgetting. I don't know. There's the cockpit canopy, though. There's the other landing gear. That ship is not going to be Code 1 tomorrow. Now, to get back up top, you just follow that path up there. Okay? So, with that in mind, just cruise around, look for free stuff to pick up. And there's another cave over there with iridium in it. This takes you up top. And then there's some zeolite, which you don't need because we're hooked up. Take that, take that, take that. Don't need that. Sure, we'll take superfood. We don't have any food on us. Perfect. Okay, cool. And that's it for this section. Oh, also, you can climb up that, and I'll take you up to the top. Stuff to explore over there. We'll get around to it at some point. Not going to right now, because sometimes you feel like a nut, sometimes you don't. Whee! Retro, retro, retro. What's this? Oh, Oh, I know what this is. Okay, this comes in from the other side, I think. Yeah, it's just more osmium and yeah, see, it comes in from this side over here. So yeah, we're just a little closer to the big ship. The big ship, lollipop. All right, so we're gonna go back down through the cave, which is weird that this is underwater here. What's this here? Well, where was that going? Oh, there's another trunk of junk. Oh, that's a nice find. I can make bioplastic, but we'll take it. Why not? I forget that I've got a teleporter in my pocket. No, I'm not just happy to see you. Nice try, though. All right, so here we are, bebopping along here, looking for trunks of junk, and this is an Orima plant, and there's a trunk to the left. We don't need this. Yeah, I'm not even planting all those. I put like one out. Take you. Ooh, definitely take you. All right, the rest of y'all, stay put. Boink. Up top. All right, so then there's another zeolite there and a frog deal here. The iridium cave is right there where I'm looking. Ah, made it. Love the tier 4 backpack. I mean, jetpack. In fact, we should be able to make the tier 5. All right, see, home base is right over there. And there's the step. Basically, you step your way up this over here to get out, either that way or that way. This takes you around the side where the aluminum area is. And then this takes you around where the crashed ship is, and there was the super alloy and all the like the maze area. Okay, so if we whip this out on the map, you see where we are. Okay, and you see there's our home base right here. So that maze area thing is here, and aluminum's over here. So either way you go around this deal, that's kind of where. And then there's the water that and there's base. Cool. All right, where to now? We were there. Oh, there's a rare larva. We'll take that one. There's no chunky trunks here. Okay, can we make this jump? Can we make the jump? We're going to get us some distance. And we are going to... Nope, we're not going to make it. Fail. Fail. Whoop. Whoa, hey! Not today, gravity. Haha. We'll take it. Not today. The smaller jetpack, the T1 or the T2. Nah, wouldn't be able to pull out of that. See, that's what this is over here. Some of these fancy flowers and stuff. They give you like 350, 400 bonuses. 450 with the Orima. There's another one right there. Like that. There's the trunk over there. Like I said, there's an iridium cave here. We have an iridium operation already, so all we want to do is room zoom 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 and a boom boom. Just shake your rump. Ah, we need explosives. Damn. Okay, you know what? I got an app for that. All right, hold please. You. Come here. so now we can dump off some of this stuff. We got a lot of crystals, and then we got stuff for upstairs. We got rocket engines, though. We got a special cabinet for those. Now, if you want to be slick about this and be smarter than I'm being right now, okay? Smarter than a rocket scientist. What you do is just designate a cabinet, okay? You dump all this stuff in here, and then you supply everything and let your drones carry it off to, if you've already got everything set up, your drones will carry it off to where it goes. Does that make sense? Instead of you having to sort it all. I recommend doing that also if you set up the portal. Do that as well. And then you can just toot around and go in, get stuff, come back out, drop it off, boom, go back in, and you don't fap around with having to sort everything. Okay, we got a couple of, let's see. Deal for here, and one of you for here. Fuses, circuit board, plants. Let's go here, fuses. That's full. This is not. I got an obsidian, and then pretty much everything else goes upstairs. Alright, so here we put in boom, 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 boom. Alright, we're going to have to make a hole over here. Oh, damn. I'm out of spice. I may have to throw another trunk. Locker over there or something. Oh, no, wait. I do not have to do that at all. What an imbecile. What I do need to do is make a bunch of super alloy because... Oh, I gotta go get the rocket. We finally figured out how to get the stupid, crazy, cool storage stuffs. Because, yeah, momentary lapse of reason on my part. Bioplastic is over here. So again, everything here is within range of that autocrafter downstairs. So I can autocraft anything from that one position. And then it's set up to basically deliver it outbound to a different trunk. Oh. You go in here. And then the spacesuit goes up in my closet, in the quarters. And there we go. All done. Got everything dumped off, so cool. All right. All right, now we can beam back over there in a second. But first, we have a causality issue. It's a causality issue, A-Train. It is this. If you saw the Matrix Revolutions, you know this. Oh, that's not it. This is it. I drink too much water. I must take a piece. So, everyone, quick bio break. Meet me back here in a couple minutes, and we'll roll tide roll. almost 2 hours. This show has blown by quickly. On the turning away from the pain downtrodden, and the words they say which we won't understand. Yeah, I know, I don't do Roger Waters very good. Or is that David Gilmour singing? Alex will know. I just know it's Pink Floyd. I know it's a tremendous song, too. Alright. Back to gameplay. Got that. Alright. Resume. Resume. We need another explosive. So. Let's make a few of these. We can make 2 or 3. And then we'll switch over to these. Because these are needed to make these. The boom boom powder. One more. Cool. That'll do, pig. All right. So that, I mean, you can automate the hell out of everything in your base. And it's cool. Excuse me. Damn. Let's go in here and blasternate this wall and see what's behind it. I'm not sure. It may take us into the backside of that same cave area we were in. Run away! Or it may just have more. Oh, this is taking us up. Yeah, takes it back. See? Looks familiar in here, doesn't it? Kind of weird. Oh, wait. Oh, this is, and then this is the way we came out the other way. This way was blocked, I guess. And I didn't pick up on that or something. So yeah, that takes us back into the Pink Lemonade Cave. You see the altitude change we just went through. So now we're down at negative 71. Oh no, no, we're at 8. Yeah, I think that's it for, yeah, that's all this does. Oh, except there's a trunk. Okay. All right, Leo gets. Okay, so now there was a trunk over here. Let's go ahead and sweep the valley. Beauty! Okay, we'll take that too. Why not? This water's just, I mean, it's very shallow. Like a blonde. Wait, what? Worm a plant. Boom. And that's basically it for here. Don't let yourself drop too far, you will get hurt. So basically you can fly out that way. Let's just, I'm looking for a trunk. Oh, that takes us back over to the ring ship, which we have a teleporter over there. And then we'll take a quick look down this side. Ah, we didn't see this one. And then you can stair step your way up out of here that way. All right, cool. You can stair step your way up out that way. We did that already. All right, we've explored the valley. That's it. Exciting. I like this ship. It's exciting. Yep. Okay. Cool. We're done. All right, let's go over here. And we'll go this way. And up this way. And there you go. There's home base. So that's where we are. Now we haven't gotten onto the top of this formation over here yet. Except now we kind of are. Whoa! There you go. Nice view. So that's where that whole cave complex is. We went in over by the ring ship. And we went all the way over and came out way over there. And then there's another entrance right here at the Iridium Cave. So here's that maze area. And there's a bunch of super alloy up across this deal. I've never actually been up on this peak. Oh, there's a trunk. I think I may have hit that one already. But you can see there's different routes that get you over across through here. I have not hit this one already. And over here, with the growth of the vines, you can use them to get topside. Let's see if I remember. There's aluminum in here and stuff like that. Let's see. Yep, there's that. There we go. That gets us up top. Hello? 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 Really? Alright, now you're just teasing me. Tease that. Alright, we can make the jump. Now, teasing me again. Hello? Damn. What the hell's the deal? Okay, I'm seeing that, but I'm not seeing that. That's weird. Now, here's the thing here is there's only certain ways you can go. You have to bridge across some places. Kind of like that. Oh my gosh, what's the deal? My gobbler gun breaking down? Is this thing under warranty? Do I need to send it in? Do I need to call a freaking Apple Genius Bar person or something? Look. Oh, we got that one. What the hell? Whoa, I'm thinking, what the hell? All right, there's our base. Nice view. I like it. There's one of our FOBs right there. We got to go get that ship. Explore up top there. Do that ship. The crystal caves are over there. We got all that to do. And then we got to go over to the other side of the pass. Oh, there's another thing down south. Excuse me. And then we got to go over the other side. So we can go down to the mushroom cave, up top of the waterfall, over to the osmium area, the lava flow. There's the darkness area. A-Train, why don't you just show us? Yeah, that's a great idea. So, yeah, all the stuff we got to still go do. We just did all this. So we got to go over here. So your crystal cave's under here. There's another thing to explore over here. There's this ship here. I've already set up a mine in the sulfur zone, the osmium zone, and the zeolite, and the iridium. So all this is covered. I've got operations there. I may have to try. Ooh, I may have gone to the. This is a cave. That's right. That's the super alloy cave, and I don't remember if you can set up a drill in there, but also that's where you go to find the underground kingdom. And see this here, so you go through the slot here. This is our lake, and go. We got that crash. We got to do come through here, and then you go underground, and then this is the mushroom kingdom cave is under here. Then there's the dark as night area, which has more crystals. I think they're pink. Then you get over to the lava fields and the obsidian zone. There's this big ship here. There's a big cave complex thing over here. We got to hit. Nope, it's not there. Oh, yeah. It's down here because it takes you out into the lava zone. That's like a poisonous cave or something like that. It's poison gas or some stuff. Here's where the big waterfall is, and then you get over here, and then there's the beach. Oh, and then there's the crater, and this is the Butterfly Island. I actually got over there, set up a fob, got a couple of the butterflies out of there, and there's a bunch of super alloy. There's a thing up here and a thing down here to explore. A couple of little mini bases, and then there is this space over here, and then there's space over here too, and then there's another big ship under here. I don't know if I've gotten to that one. There's stuff there. So lots and lots to do. Let's grab a few more. Whoa, let me not walk off the edge here. Be living on the edge with Aerosmith, but and the storm chasers. Come on. All right, let's see. I think I can just make this jump. Again, we've got cabinets full of stuff, and we're going to have even more. I'm going to work on that. Yes. Eat. Drink. Don't need any of that. Oh, that doesn't allow you to climb down. Uh-oh. We may be at the end of the line. Thank you, Tron. We gotta get over there to that trunk. And I think somewheres over there. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, we got too far. We're falling fast. We're falling fast. Abort. Shoo. Okay. Where the hell is the... Whoops. No, don't do that. I think it's on this side. No? That's not it. There's a way to get up there. Is that it? Is that the vine that takes... I don't think it is. Okay, here's a bridge. That tree doesn't take us there. This takes us there. Aha. Just watch your step. And what's here? Okay. Nothing terribly impressive. I mean, we'll take. Sure. Okay. And then there's one more section over there, which I think you access from around the north side. But we aren't fussed about that now. Whee! Ho, 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 ho. Okay, if you got the tier 4 backpack, apparently it will get you around. All right, cool. You know what? No frog eggs yet. Okay. And see, this is the Toxicity tree seed that we brought over with us, because it's like the maximum clearance one. But for those of you who joined us late, here's the garden for now as the dust clears. All the nice little various machines making grass, flowers, butterflies, bees, eggplant, frogs, lots of stuff. So very cool. Back into the base here. You know something? No, super alloys most of it. Although we do have some obsidian. Let's organize. Oh, I'm effectively... Uh-oh, here comes an osmium attack. That'll be osmium and sulfur, which we don't need. That can go there. All right, we've got some circuit boards. Yep. That's all overflow stuff. What else do I have here? Oh, I saw one thing that goes here. And then the Orima plant goes here. And then the crystals go back on the other side here. Oh, that doesn't go there. Boom. That goes there. All right, we got 6 of those now. Nice. Plus I have them invested in equipment. So, you know, so I could always downgrade stuff to get them back. Oh, wait, this is full. We can make more stuff. Fertilizer, I got some of that. DNA's around the other side here. Yeah. We're going to get things organized here. Oh, that's full. Excuse me. I didn't get a whole lot of sleep last night. I don't know why. I was kind of wired for sound. There's that. And that. Cool. All right. There you go. All right. So we covered how to use the incubator and the DNA creator Hoopajoop. We covered how to do drone stuff. Have the drones do the work for you. And how to do the auto crafter. How to drink water, high quality H2O. It's raining. And went on a tour of the fish farm and the base upgrades that I made, which we'll be making more. Oh, Trade Rocket. Let's just go close that out, and then we'll wrap the episode here. Trade Rocket's back. So now we just come over here and we grab our stuff out of it. Boom. That's it. That's all there is to the Trade Rocket. You tell them what you want, you put in what you want to trade, and if you get the cash, you just buy what you want. And in this case, we bought this. Cha-ching! Bada bing! That is what we're going to be building. Lots of. All these are going to get replaced. And you'll be able to put like 6 or 7, 8 of them maybe in the same space it takes these. You know what I'm saying? Let me check this out. I'll show you. Okay. You need 2 super alloy and a chippy chip. Or 2 fruity pebbles and a chip. Which the ships we're going to go check out, they'll have lots of chips. Plus we can make them. I mean, at this point, we can make them. And you can have these overlap slightly, but look at the space in it. What is this? 8 by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 80 tiles of storage in the container. Yeah. That's how you do that. So, I mean, for that space, I don't need more lockers. I can just put, you know, one of these replaces 2 of these effectively. Because it's only 35. You know? So, yeah, it's pretty crazy. But, anyway. Okay. So, we got those fuses we can put out. We got super pretty butterflies we can put out. In fact, we can put those out now because I built the most recent butterfly farm and it was really just kind of cheap butterflies. Actually, I think this is good ones. Fiorinti, Neri, those are 600. It's these over here. I think it's this one. These are actually, yeah. The Galaxy, I mean, I want to keep it, but we're going to take those out and put these in because these are freaking big time and they're super pretty and they glow. Turn off the lights and I glow. To the extreme, I rock on mic like a vandal, light up a stage and wax a chump like a candle. Dance. So there you go. Super cool, pretty butterflies. I like it. There's a pretty one right there. Look at the Galaxy look on it. Oh, I flew away. Come on, when you land. That may be the Serena butterfly that looks like that. Oh, and then we got this up here again. Azure. I don't have the locker set up yet to accept those, but once I start building these big ones, we will. And then let's just look here at the auto crafter and what it takes to make circuit board. Holy crap! That's a lot. I mean, we've got the stuff for it, but geez, that's a lot of stuff to make a circuit board. Okay, cool. All right, so that, I think, is going to wrap us up for this episode, gang. I appreciate y'all being here. I hope you enjoyed the show. If you did, please smash that like button. Sure does help the channel. Share with your friends. Let them know about the channel. Let them know about PlanetCrafter. Now available on Steam from Miju Games. Indie outfit out of France. A man, a woman, and now they got some friends on board, or employees. And so I highly recommend it. Get the Humble and the Toxicity DLCs. You'll have the complete game. It's a lot of fun. You can play with your kids. You guys can enjoy it together. It is a multiplayer game, so you can get online and play with your buddies. Speaking of, if you join my Discord, links in the description below, we have comms channels for that. So you can get on and everybody can get on the comms channel and y'all can chitty chat if you don't have that set up already available to you. But become part of the A-team. Talk about PlanetCrafter, Medieval Dynasty, other games you like to play. Share pictures of your base, about your adventures, your car, your cat, dinner, whatever, within reason. Don't spam my stuff. Some jerkface spammed my channel again today. I gotta figure out the settings to keep people from doing that crap. So, yeah, there's all that. Make sure to subscribe, turn on that bell icon so you know when we go live or upload a video. Also, follow me on X/Twitter. And if you want to make a donation to help support the channel, you can do that via PayPal. There's links to those two in the description below as well. So, hope you enjoyed the show. Again, smash that like button before you take off. I appreciate everyone being here. Hope you have a, well, wait a second. Before we say that, I plan on, I think we're going to stream tomorrow evening, or I may do the base reorg and then stream Wednesday. So, like, share, and subscribe. Turn on that bell icon so you know when we go live or upload video. All right? Cool? Cool. All right. We'll see you on Taco Tuesday. Hope everyone has a great one. Have a great day, night, evening, morning, wherever you are on planet Earth or beyond. I'm A-Train. It's over. And I'm out.